Okay, good morning, good morning, good morning. Hello, hello. I am doing a surprise live. I know you guys are probably like, wait, is that really a notice that she's live on a Saturday morning? But yes, it is. Okay, so let me get logged into my computer here really quick and give it just a second for you guys. Okay. Good morning. All right, you guys. So I know that you are not expecting me to be live, but hi, Diane. I was not feeling very good yesterday. So I wanted to pop on and show you guys the amazing new MINTAY that just arrived because it is so gorgeous. I didn't want you guys to miss out. And this is what I was going to show you yesterday. Oops, that's probably really crooked. Hold on. But there was no way I was going to get through that video. So anyways, we have two beautiful collections from MINTAY that have arrived. So I want to show you, which one should we do first? Let's do Wildwood Secrets. That one is really cute. Okay. So let me get things separated here. Kind of just did a quick grab on the shelf. Hi, you guys. And that way we can take a look at all the pieces that are here. And I know most of you guys will be catching this on replay, so I'm going to just kind of move along quickly here, but that way you'll get to see what all has arrived. Okay. So let's take a look at the papers, okay? So MINTAY always does their papers in numerical order. They don't label their papers. So this is Wildwood Secrets paper number 1, basically, okay? So, and for my out-of-towners, you know, I don't normally like pull single sheets on videos and stuff, but for my out-of-towners, if you get if you request 5 or more papers, I will pull them for you, okay? It's just, it gets to be kind of crazy if we're pulling lots of single sheets. So, but if my out-of-towners want singles, then definitely let me know. This one is Wildwood Secrets number 1. And oh my gosh, you guys, look at how adorable that is. And so MINTAY, they really have figured out this cool way to make like an entire scene. So this is really fun if you're a scrapbooker because you have all of this stuff going on. But depending on where you put your pictures, you get to keep certain elements. But as a card maker, hang on a minute. That would be spam. But as a card maker, these are really fun. There's this trick where you cut it in half and like this, and then you get what you get, okay? And then that's what you work with for your card backgrounds. Now, for me with MINTAY, I like to be a little bit more selective than just doing a blind cut because I know that when I use this, right, I don't want to accidentally just cut off the deer's antlers. And I haven't necessarily measured where that lands, but so I tend to be just a little bit more, I do it from this side and maybe fudge things one way or the other. But that being said, if you cut it maybe this way, right, you would get, it just depends on where those things line up. But anyways, so this is number 1, really, really fun. But you guys, this is the side I'm in love with. So this is, it's a very unique wood grain. It's like a close-up of, you know, all of that intricate pattern with all of the cracks and stuff like that. I think this one is so interesting. So this is actually my favorite side of number 1. And then we have number 2. This one is one of those that's a little bit easier to cut into those things because it's even a wreath shape. And so many years ago, we did this with an Alexandra Ranke paper and a wreath. And oh my gosh, it's so fun because you get these little elements in different corners of your card toppers. So the wreath ones are really fun for that. But then you also have this gorgeous tone-on-tone leaf on the back side if you didn't like one of the front sides when you cut that. But again, for scrapbookers and stuff, this is gorgeous. And for photo mats and like mini album pages and things, I love it. So that's number 2. Number 3 is more of the woodland ones. And this one just has these gorgeous trees. These look just like Northwest trees. And then, you know, you've got a lot of our forest animals here. These are all animals that we have. I'm not sure. You know, it's interesting. I was talking to Uniquely Creative out of Australia. And when they put forest animals in their collections, they get complaints from their local people because they're not their animals, right? So, but when I look at these ones from Poland, I see these are all like our animals. So I kind of wonder if maybe over in Poland, their forest animals are the same as our forest animals. I don't know. I haven't been to Poland yet, but so that's number 3. And then you have this other wood grain side, which is really beautiful. Okay. So you've got 2 different ones here, and you can kind of see just for comparison how they're gonna look. And then this one, I think this one is going to be really popular because this is number 4. It is just all these mushrooms. But what I love about this one is you've got all these red mushrooms, but they did pull some of these white mushrooms in too, just to give you a little bit of a color variation and kind of a landing spot for your eyes. And then you have like a gorgeous watercolor ivy on the back side. And then number 6 is all of those 3x4 cut aparts. So the 3x4s, I mean, look at this one. It is just all really fabulous animals. So nothing more you can even say about that, but the back sides are adorable too. So, I mean, they did good on all of them, right? I think almost all of them have animals except this one, which has a mushroom. This one has a bug, so that still kind of counts. And then that one has a mushroom, but I mean, there's like good images on every one of those. That's number 6. And then number 9, is the cut apart sheet. So this is the one where you get to fussy cut these adorable little animals and use them as, you know, whatever kind of ephemera that you want. But there is a gob of animals on here. And you guys, when you look at these, none of these are super complicated to cut out, right? So you've got some pretty straight lines, you've got circles, even the little hedgehog here, he's, you know, you just kind of cut him around, and so none of the outlines of these are going to be terribly difficult to cut out. And then you have kind of that green leafy stuff on the backside, but lots of really good guys on that one. Okay, so the papers are $165. The fussy cut sheet is $199. That one's always a little bit more, I think, because it takes them a lot longer to get all those images on there. And then, but we do have the 12x12 collection kit in, and this one has 12 double-sided sheets plus the bonus sheet. So on the back of this printed side, you have a fussy cut sheet right here, and then that one is $18.99 for the 12 sheets that are in here. And I think somehow I missed getting number 5. So number 5 is this one with strawberries and birds' nests and the little polka dots. So that is in the collection kit there. But now, they used to do 6x6 pads. And now they do 8x8 pads, which I really like, because with the 6x6 pads, those were small. If you wanted to do like a 49 and Market mini album, something like that. But now that we have an 8x8 and a 6x8, you can take this. Will you bring me over that album that's right on the counter? And work with the 49 and Market albums, because these will fit perfectly in, and these will only need a little bit of cutting down. Okay, so the other day when I was showing the new 49 in Market, I showed you guys this album here. This is the Foundations Mixed Up Portrait Album. And this one has a number of different kind of things inside, but this is a 6.5 by 8.5 inch album, which means all of the papers in these 6 by 8s, you know, you could use the 49 in Market if you want, but if you want to try a different brand, you can still use these albums with ease, okay? Because there's lots of options for them. And so the 8 by 8 is going to just be a smaller version of all of the 12 by 12s. Oh my God, and it is so cute. Look at that. Isn't that adorable? Oh, so great. Okay, so that one is $12.99. And then we have the Wildwood Secrets 6 by 8. This is the add-on paper pack. Okay, so what that means is these are all bonus patterns. Oh God, that's pretty. Oh my gosh, I haven't looked at this one yet because when I order these, I just have to order them. Look at that owl. Oh my gosh. And this is the cutest little baby raccoon. Oh, wow. Those are adorable. I love this. Oh my God, this pad is so good. Oh my gosh, it is so good. Okay, so that's the add-on pack. So that's going to be like, you know, for those extras and stuff. We do have a couple of stickers in for this collection. So what I do when we do the pre-orders is I do the stickers as part of the I Want It All bundle, but I don't necessarily do like pre-orders on the stickers. So sometimes we have a few left over depending on the quantities I have to order and how many I Want It All bundles we had. So we do have stickers for both of the collections. This is the elements and this is the words. And they're a cardstock sticker. They're $6.50. And you don't see it a ton, but there is actually a little tiny bit of shimmer on the stickers of the little animals. So I don't know if you can see it on the video, but like it's really cool. It makes the wolf look a little bit more, even more like 3D. Okay. I don't believe it isn't on the words necessarily, but look at this, you guys. You get a gazillion. That's the official count of how many words you get. So these are great if you're doing, you know, your albums and mini albums and stuff, and you just want to kind of put little things in. So those are here. And then we have, well, they're not going to move around much, are they? All right. These are the die cuts. And so the die cuts are $10.99, and there's like 60 in here. Okay. And let's see. I mean, look at how cute they are. And so all the work is already done for you with these guys. And you get a lot of these forest elements. It's like all good stuff, right, in here. So if you are a die cut fan, these ones usually go relatively quickly. So you'll want to kind of grab that. Okay, and now I've got to try and get it back in the bag. I always think, why on earth did I do this? And then I do it again. So let's see. Let's see if I can do this. Oh, look, boom. Some stuff got turned over. Because the trick is not just getting it in the bag, but getting it in the bag safely and going the right direction. Okay, perfect. There we go. Okay, so that one is $10.99, and that is the paper die cuts. And then they have this one called the paper elements. And so I'm going to open this one too so you guys can see the difference, because this one has bigger elements for people doing mini albums or scrapbooking, that kind of stuff. So, I mean, and some of these things can still be used on cards, but you have a number of these, like these tags here, and then you have some bigger elements. So this is going to be that pack, like Simple Stories does like a bigger pack of die cuts as well. And so that's going to be what this pack is. But see, a lot of these are still perfectly sized for making cards. They're just a little bit bigger, but they are kind of like, you know, I mean, it's really easy to see how to use a tag, you know, like that. So you've got a lot of those elements. And then these are really cool. So these are envelopes. And let me find one where we can kind of see. Here we go. You can see on here. So these ones are designed to be folded up and put into your little projects. And on this one, you can see, you'll just either put your ruler here and fold these, or you could even stick it in your scoreboard and just score those little dotted lines. It's easy to tell where they are because, say, like on this particular one, I don't see where those dotted lines are at all. They're not on this side, so they might be, I don't even know if they're printed on this one, to be honest. So, but see how they just, you just go from basically the little corner here and the little corner there, and that's where you fold. And then they just fold up and you'll just glue the pieces together and they'll be like a little envelope. So cute. And so you've got 4 in this size, and some of these are different. Like this one has square corners, this one has round corners and kind of like a pretty little edge. And then you've got a couple of littler ones here. And they do have, they are sized so that they fit some of the fun little pieces that are in this. So this one is called the Paper Elements, and these are bigger. But also, you guys, they do have the pattern on the back side. So if you aren't enamored with what's on the front side, you do have that kind of cool wood grain on the back that you can use as layering elements. Okay. So that is Wildwood Secrets. All right, now let me move over and we'll do this other one kind of quickly because now you know what all the parts are. Let's see, 6, 5, 4, 3. Okay. All righty. So back, this one is called Lighthouse. Absolutely stunning. The colors are so dramatic. So we have this deep navy, we've got like the whites and the tans, and then we have this burgundy mixed in. Oh, it is so eye-catching. So number 1 has this really cool scene. And again, you guys, you can cut this up for cards if you want to. You can make scrapbook pages with it. But I just love that there is a little cat. And I don't know why. I think that's funny. But I have noticed that our European manufacturers, they throw kind of like, sometimes it doesn't always make sense what they put into the pictures, but a cat does make sense because like on a ship, you would have a cat to help control the mice, right? So anyways, and look at this gorgeous blue wood grain. Oh, so pretty. That is number 1. This one is number 3, and this is a fantastic water paper. This is the side I think that caught everybody's attention because wow, right? That's a good one. But this is also, we were talking about the wreath in the other one, the wreath design. So this is also kind of a wreath design, right? Because you have a portal instead of a wreath. But you guys, look at this. It is so gorgeous. So if you're somebody who likes to fussy cut and you want to do like 3-dimensional, you get a couple pages of this and you stack it up. Oh, so pretty. Okay, so that's number 3. And then number 4 is this really pretty, like kind of a collaged page. So you've got some floral elements on here. This is almost like textured paint and things like that. You've got your lighthouse and your writing. All of that collage stuff is already done for you. So this one would be really fun to cut apart. And you have the white wood grain on the back. And then this is the floral. This is number 5. So you can see that burgundy that's in here with kind of a, it's got a little touch of light pink and that deep navy. Oh, so pretty. And then look at that one. Okay. And then this is our number 6. This is our 3x4 cut aparts. So again, you guys, this one is absolutely gorgeous. So all of these little elements are totally, they're just totally beautiful and useful. Look at this. So you pair that with some of those word stickers and you have a gorgeous card or, you know, little landing spot in your mini album, something like that. Okay, so that's number 6. And then as always, they have the little cut aparts on, they have the back side of them, so you can use those for matting or journal spots or something. And then, hi. And then this is the paper number 9. This is the, like the fussy cut sheet. Okay, but you guys, I know if you're not a cat person, you don't care, but look at that. That is a cat in a sailor hat. I mean, does it get any cuter than that? I feel like I need a whole bunch of those, but you get one. So, but look, you get this beautiful, wait a minute. I just noticed this. How funny is that? Look at that. This is a gorgeous little seahorse, but he also has a unicorn horn. Do seahorses have unicorn horns? They do not, do they? No. So this is a fantasy seahorse. It's really cute. It's so cute. And you got another one over here. I like that. I don't know. It's kind of fun. And you've got the seagulls, which, you know, we have around here and stuff. So, and then the backside is another usable wood. Then we have our collection pack. This one has 12 sheets in here, plus you have that cut apart sheet. So that's the bonus. And these guys are $18.99. And hang on, I gotta find the rest of the stuff here. Hi, Kim. Then we have the 8x8, and again, the 8x8 is just going to be the smaller version of the 12x12. So that one is $12.99, and then these are always a favorite of mine. Okay, so this is the 6x8 add-on pack. Okay, I'll go through your Donna. I see now. I know that Donna is your sister. So yeah, I will add those to your thing, Diane. Okay, so this is the add-on pack. Now see, this is a different water, right? You've got different cut aparts. I mean, fussy cut elements. You even have the old sea captain if you want him. But you know what's great? There's only one person in here. He's the only one. I love it. Some of the, oh my gosh. Wow. I'm always surprised by the 6x8 because I can't see what's in here. So this is, look at this, you guys. Ah, so pretty. Wow. All of these papers are good. Oh my. Oh my. And then we have repeats. I think there's like 3 of each. Yeah, 3 each of 8 designs. So, what is that? $12.99 on the 6x8. And then we have the die cuts, which you kind of get the idea. So I'm not going to pull this one out, but actually look, you guys, you get 2 cats in there. Yay. I think, wait a minute. If I recall correctly, there's 60 in here. Some designs you get 60 different ones, and some you get 2 of each, but I think this one looks like it's got 60 on here. So yeah, so you get the two cats, and those are $10.99. And then you also get the paper elements in here, which has, look at these cute little tickets. You've got all of these tags. Those are the envelopes we were talking about in kind of different sizes and styles. And then you have a bunch of these little round scallop ones. So that is the brand new collections for MINTAY. Now, just quickly, okay, yeah, narwhals. I knew there was one that did. So maybe it's a seawall. Is that a nar horse? I don't think. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe it's just a made-up one. So these are the MINTAY's basic books. We've had these before, but they tend to be really popular. So I wanted to show you guys that they're back in. These are, what'd you say, $10.99? Okay. So we have the backgrounds. This one is the damask, and I'm just going to kind of flip through these relatively quickly so you can kind of see. It's a bit of a tone-on-tone thing, but they're beautiful and they're easy to use. And they're a great value because there are 24 sheets in here for that $10.99. And then this one is bokeh. This is always one of my favorites because it's just these gorgeous, like, kind of blurred out lights in the background. So pretty. And then we have wood. Yeah. I don't know if we had wood before. This one, I don't know. He's checking them in, not me. I just order. And so, but you guys, I mean, that's amazing, right? That is fantastic. So usable. All of these patterns are really, really usable. So we have floral wood. This one, I know we did have before, and it's just really pretty, right? Especially if you do like shabby chic kind of stuff. And then the last one I have is the lace one. So, and if you need lace patterns, lace is actually really hard to find. So it's like something that you would use fairly often for certain designs, and yet it is really, really hard to find in things. So I think that's why this one is always a popular one. Okay, so that is all the MINTAY. I just wanted to pop on really quick and show you guys, since I missed you yesterday, and I hope you guys all have a wonderful Saturday. We'll talk to y'all soon. Bye.